Meanwhile, back in the big game, everything has stopped.
Wow, that's a really good part of the game, huh, Francis? And then she starts slow clapping, hoping someone will catch on.
You check on Francis.
No one catches on.
Fenris. I'm gonna go.
I would imagine the bleachers would have been cleared by this point.
Yeah.
Dick Johnson bled out yet?
Everyone ran away. No, he only took 1 harm. He's okay. He just has to go to the hospital. Maybe.
Well,
yeah. I mean, he's definitely going to go to the hospital in case he has rabies.
I check on the 2 wounded people, Johnson and Fenris.
Alright. Well, Fenris is fine.
The Orville who's no longer on the field, so he can't help you.
Fenris is fine, just really bad at his job.
He's just like, right, well, I'm just gonna go over here.
Wait a second, Fenris, what were you doing?
The Calvin Ball team runs up and they're like, oh my god, Dick, are you okay? Oh my gosh. Oh no, quick, get it. And the coach is there and he's like, get the medical team on the field. Since it's a football game, there's always an ambulance right there. So the ambulance comes and they take Dick Johnson away. And he goes with his best friend, Lucas Cage.
Our man will save the day.
The rest of them are just like, well, and they're like, well, it looks like the game is canceled. Everyone, no one's left.
That's the reaction.
And no one's left in the bleachers, so they call the cops. And police sirens are going off in the background. Unfortunately not at my apartment right now, because that would be perfect timing. The medical team shows up, the cops are there. Do you guys do anything to avoid the cops? Fenris takes off.
Orville's already gone.
Molly gets the hell out of there.
Alright, Molly and Francis, where do you go?
Probably to Francis's house to drop him off since he doesn't have a car. And she has a unicorn mobile.
Okay, you go to the unicorn. Well, roleplay this. Roleplay her asking him if he needs a ride and all that stuff. You get out to the parking lot.
And there's a unicorn there, which is clearly a white Mustang. So, do you need a ride home? I mean, I have my, car thing.
This is a unicorn. God, it's horrible. This unicorn is horrifying.
Unicorn / Mustang.
This one is better. There.
Look at it.
Molly clearly has the best ride in the whole game.
You do.
Yeah.
Butt stallion.
Francis finally figured out Molly was kind of freaking out the whole
It's a
time.
stretch limo.
Stretch unicorn. She kind of pets the unicorn / his car's hood / nose.
This unicorn is malnourished. Look at this.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like you need to fill her up. I can see the engine block.
We'll feed her some magical fairy hay when we get home.
Well, I finally turned to Molly. Like, Molly, are you okay?
I'm fine, you know, wolves, deer, you know the whole thing.
This is so awkward. I don't know what to say.
I'm making a heart with my hands right now.
Just get on the fucking unicorn.
Molly,
Yeah.
roll to hold steady versus Francis saving your life. Alright, you're really grateful that you saved your life, but maybe you're not showing it unless you want to.
Nah, she's not showing it because she's still oblivious to all this.
Okay. Francis,
I mean,
roll to hold steady with the inevitable sexual tension of the pose that comes from two people riding a horse at the same time. All right, you hold steady.
Roll plus awkward.
You ride the horsemobile back to it goes vroom vroom and it takes off.
and he fails his hot roll.
Oh, not successfully be sexy. Oh, this is beautiful. Francis, do you want to take this opportunity to talk about homecoming at all? As she drops you off at your house?
On a unicorn.
I mean, he really doesn't want to go because it would drastically confuse things. I'll see if he says anything by roll steady.
You hold steady.
Guess I would know that one of them is Vera, so could I just kind of figure out that the other one is Lowell?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, if you figured out that Vara is a werewolf, do you accept or reject her true form? I have to know. It's my skill.
I accept it because...
Also, Molly
is...
accepts it.
Alright, you guys both get to mark XP and you gain a string on me.
Yay.
Can I know about Vara? I don't really care if I know about Lowell.
Oh
but
yeah,
all of a
you
sudden
know.
Well, I don't
You
have
also
that
know.
skill.
I'm gonna accept you.
Well, he doesn't have that skill.
You get 1 experience and 1 string.
Alright, so... damn it, how would he...
Just be as
so-
awkward as possible.
So,
That should be
I guess I'll... So I guess I'll see you at the dance then?
Yeah, I'm going with Fenris. I don't know why you asked me out, but I said yes.
Roll the hold steady
He's a nice
versus
guy.
heartbreak.
By the way, I've also changed Francis's condition from Roost Ego to Hero.
All right, cool. Oh, finally!
Ah.
You are unfazed. You're like Fenris. No one's actually attracted to that guy.
Did you see him try to get those wolves? That was pathetic.
Not nearly as cool as I am. No problems here.
It's a pity date.
Not competition at all. You are unfazed by the fact that she's going with Fenris Warbeck.
Yeah, considering I've also had to help out Fenris, I'm not too concerned. I have a token on him, so I can do things to him.
Well, and Fenris is he's a good guy. If you told him, he would probably, be open to discussion. So, he's cool.
I even tell Molly.
He's a
that you can
pushover.
tell Fenris.
He's a pushover. Yeah, you could probably bully him into stopping, his advances on Molly. Anyway, what little he has. So that's cool. So you go home. Molly, you ride your unicorn back to your mom's house. Meanwhile, let's go over to the parking lot where Orville and Vara are. I'm moving my camera over to Vara and Orville. Vara, where so you as you get to the edge of the parking lot, there's not really very many cars around, obviously, because they all fled in terror. You collapse next to one of the streetlights in the parking lot.
So dramatic.
And also naked.
No.
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 If she turns into a
Stop
giant...
it!
This
No.
is a TV
No.
show.
No.
Fucks.
No.
This
Alright,
is
fine.
this is PG-13. You
Alright,
you are just
Vara
back to
is-
normal.
Vara is halfway between wolf and human and is like kind of freaking out and drags herself across the parking lot underneath the street lamp and kind of just like huddles up all covered in blood, feeling weird about it.
All right. After a couple of minutes, Orville finally catches up.
Vara, what? Vara? Is that?
You're
you
gonna have
just
to
kinda-
incorporate some heavy panting into your talking, because you just ran all the way out here.
Vara,
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
She
Good.
looks more human now, but she's still bristling a bit and completely covered in blood. Ugh.
What?
Where'd all this
what
blood come from?
From Dick Johnson, she's full of dick meat.
Yeah, she
Not
harmed
that much
Fenris
blood.
And she did claw Orville, so she'd have some on her hands.
Yeah, you have blood on your hands and chest.
Yeah,
She
she
literally
She
clawed
had a
had
delicious
blood on
bite of
people.
dick.
Okay, and on your face.
Wait, what happened back there? What do you?
This really hurts a lot. It's a long story, buddy.
Shit.
Hashtag power couple.
Hashtag power couple. Come on, buddy.
She blacks
And he
out.
reaches. He's gonna. She's presumably still turning back. He's gonna pick her up and try and carry her to her car at least because he doesn't want to leave her lying under a goddamn streetlight.
Yeah, she's human
Alright.
now, just gross.
Do you drive her back to her house? You don't know where she lives.
Yeah, Orville doesn't actually know where she lives because she's driven him to his house before.
So where do you go?
Given a lack of options and panicking, he's going to borrow her keys and drive her car with her in it back to his house just to get her the fuck out of there before the cops show up.
Ooh la
Alright.
la.
As you speed off down the highway, you can see and hear the lights and sirens from the cop cars as they pull up to the stadium. Alright.
So he's gonna basically get back to his house, which he has no parents living there. It's the house he lives in, given the past issue.
Vara makes weird barking sounds in her sleep.
Chases a car in her sleep.
Yeah,
moves
she's
her-
chasing.
And he just, like, opens the door and, like, catches her as she falls out because she's fucking leaning against the door, falling asleep like a goddamn child. In every
Accurate.
road trip ever. And he kind of just, drags her in to get her, locks the car and goes inside to get her out of the spotlight, I guess. Not spotlight, but you know what I mean.
Alright.
Street
Put her
light. Keep her
on
out
the
of trouble.
couch in your apartment. House.
Yep.
It's an apartment.
Yeah, it's an apartment that he refers to as his house because he's embarrassed he lives in an apartment.
Cool.
In her
So-
sleep, Vara calls for Lowell.
Orville is hurt by that.
Lowell.
Roll to hold steady, Orville.
This rubber belly will make her feel better. You're like a doggy. You are very good.
Gross.
Orville's a little hurt by that, but it doesn't, make him freak out or anything.
Alright. Orville has more important things to freak out about. Like the werewolf
Namely,
that's
the
in his
fact that
house.
he's got and the gashes in his chest, which he's, taking off his shirt and trying to fucking bandage up.
Alright.
Vara opens one eye in her sleep to eye shirtless, sexy, bleeding Orville.
Orville, you got pretty hurt. You have some pretty deep wounds, but you put some medical bandages. You wrap them all over your chest, and you are in pain. So you just probably lie down in your bedroom and go to sleep because you're in pain.
Yep, just take a couple of fucking pills or something and go to bed.
All right.
Could he even fall asleep after all of that?
Now, finally, let's go to the next morning, because obviously the next morning, Lowell wakes up in a field somewhere. He turned back into a human. What are your reactions upon waking up, Lowell? There's no blood on... I mean, there's animals that you killed, but, like, there's no human blood anywhere.
Kind of just like a... Oh, wait, your stream went... Oh, there we go. Sorry, your stream went black for a second. Oh, probably a little confusion, just more of like, oh, where am I? Where did I end up this time?
Do your thoughts turn to anything else as you remember the events of last night?
Oh yeah, I'm probably just like, oh man. Hope Vara got away alright. Probably find my way home.
All right, you go back to your house. Nobody's there. Do you consider going to Vara's house to see if she's okay?
I make a phone call.
All right, you call her cell or her house phone.
That's a good question. Yeah, I'll probably call her cell.
All right, you call her cell. Vara, you are awoken by the phone in your pocket going. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Oh, what's your ringtone, Vara?
I'm a scat man.
No.
It's hungry like the wolf. Duran.
Yes.
Well, I disagree because Vara's cell phone isn't in her pocket.
Oh, it isn't?
Vara's cell phone. Let me paint a picture for you, a gentle picture.
Is it still? Is it crushed under the bleachers?
Vara's cell phone is sitting on Orville's coffee table by an empty couch on which Vara is not sleeping. However, in Orville's bedroom,
Oh.
womp womp womp, power couple.
Power.
So the phone rings and no one answers it. Vara's answering, she picks up. Yo, it's Vara! Leave me a message!
I don't.
Alright.
Hang up, I guess, and just lay down in bed.
Good session, everybody.
And since Lowell wasn't really into going with her, is
You
making
mean Anaka?
Yes, Anaka. What did I say?
You said
Anita.
Anita because of
Anita.
your because of your
Well-
obsession with Anita Sarkeesian.
Well, what I was thinking of is Anaka's going to call up Anita and Scarlet and have backup plans to go as the new girl squad.
You don't have any way of contacting them.
Maybe I'll talk to them in school.
Well, it's Saturday now.
It's Friday. Yeah.
This was Friday night, so now it's Saturday, and the homecoming dance is tonight, Saturday night.
Can I say I called her the previous night?
Nope.
Aw. Okay, well I guess I call Lowell then.
Okay, you call Lowell the next morning.
Apparently.
All right, you call Lowell the next morning to see if he still wants to go to homecoming with you. or you can text him, I guess.
Sure, I text him.
All right, you text him. Well, do you want to come to homecoming with me? Still. What do you
face.
say? Winky face.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Stare at the text. Okay. Send.
Okay.
Toss the phone. Roll up in bed.
Throw up in bed. Gross.
That
Curl
too.
up in bed.
Change those
Oh,
sheets. A bird's skull comes out.
Vara,
And
hold on a minute. I believe there is a condition that happens when a werewolf has sex, but I don't remember what the one is for the mortal. So why don't you guys tell me about those?
Oh, the sex moves.
I was waiting. Alright, werewolf sex move. When you have sex with someone, you establish a spirit connection with them. Until either of you breaks that spirit connection by having sex with someone else, add all rolls made to defend them. You can tell when this connection has been broken. So I can tell when you bone somebody.
What's the mortal one?
This is good. When you have sex with someone, trigger their darkest self.
What?
What?
After you...
Look what you did to yourself, Panzer Skank! Look what you did!
I think it's trigger their, as in Orville's.
No.
No,
theirs.
it's the other person.
It's explicitly...
So you
it
take
doesn't
another
need to
heart.
be immediate. It could take place later on. You know, after she's left.
Maybe you wake up with an additional harm take. It was a little bit wild. Also, you may have had sex with a giant dog.
Orville was on
PG-13.
painkillers.
Or will you take an additional harm? Every time you have sex with Vara, you're gonna take a harm. 'Cause she's gonna turn into a wolf and then hurt you and then turn back.
In the dark. You can't really tell what happened in the dark, but it was a little wild. But you seem thrilled.
How Orville, how are you feeling about yourself, Orville?
Orville doesn't even remember after last night because he took a bunch of painkillers that he had left over from a prescription. So he wakes up with another bunch of cuts on him aside from the ones he bandaged up, looks over it and sees Vara and just kind of goes back to sleep.
And he's like, the fuck is this gender swap Twilight?
It's like, I don't even know what just happened. I'm just, fuck it, I'm going back to bed.
Orville wakes up to find his sheets a tattered mess and blood spattered on the walls.
Someone has bitten a pillow.
Yeah, there's a bite taken out of a pillow.
It looks like a dog ripped it apart.
Vara is asleep on her back, snoring and drooling like a fucking mess. Like a goddamn animal.
Orville, may I invite you to look at your life and look at your choices? Thanks for playing, everybody. Bye, stream. We'll see you next time.
Like a goddamn animal.
Like a goddamn animal. I love all of you. Good nights. Bye-bye.
Good night, stream.
Good night, stream.
Good night, stream.